The future is incredibly bleak for Americans, and especially when it comes to Gen Z workers, because so many of their positions, like fast food, are slowly going away. Like this right here. Amazon grocery store with the just walk out automation. You know, that store that you can just walk in and just walk out and not pay, but somehow it's still paid because it's connected to your Amazon account and your card on file. That's just insane. But apparently, 1,000 dudes in India in some basement somewhere are creepily watching you purchase things, aka steal things, and thinking you can get away with it. We can't even do this job. Jeff Bezos won't even hire Americans or pay them adequately enough to do this job, so he hires 1,000 dudes in India to watch you. The jobs for Americans are incredibly bleak. I just saw a new report that McDonald's is rolling out even more automation than ever. The jobs for the average high school student are dwindling. And it's just depressing, this future of no work and all automation. It makes me wonder what our future is going to be like and what people are going to find purpose in life. And you might say, Derek, people don't find purpose in work. Oh, hell yeah, they do. You can always tell a very depressed person because they're not working, they're staying at home, they're keeping themselves in their room, they're binge watching Netflix, they're not cleaning their house, etc. And a job is the first place that usually goes when someone's incredibly depressed. They stop working, they get fired, and going to work becomes incredibly hard, if at all. Work is incredibly important for us to feel purpose in life and feel good about the mundaneness of life and the boredom of life, because it's just is boring and bleak. We don't have money to just do whatever we want. We're not all of us have a trust fund kid. We're not all trust fund kids. We're not all kids that are coming down from, we don't have dads that are CEOs. Some of us have to actually work for a living. And so you're seeing more and more automation. And even some of my programmer friends are starting to get kind of nervous with the whole AI push and stuff like that. That especially when it comes to American workers, as we are incredibly privileged, so much so that Jeff Bezos is like, you know what, I don't want anything to do with you, which says more about him, to be honest. You would think an American company would want to hire Americans to do these jobs, but no, we don't want to hire Americans because, dear God, that would mean we would have to pay them a fair wage. And we don't want to do that. We're Amazon. We care about the environment. Think about the climate change. No, there's no workers here. That means there's no toilets. How great is that? You're going to feel good about your purchase. And now what am I going to do when I retire? I had hopes and dreams of becoming an Amazon greeter growing up because I know Walmart will eventually be phased out by Amazon. It'll eventually be swallowed whole by the Jeff Bezos and Corp. I was dreaming of my day of becoming an Amazon greeter, and now I don't have anything to fall back on. What am I going to do? What are your kids going to do when all these retail jobs slowly go away because we're all just buying stuff online? Every McDonald's fast food restaurant is now going to be just robots owning the counters. So every time you go and you say, I want to talk to the manager for a complaint, you're just going to be talking to a robot, and it's going to be like, did I hear you correctly? You are unsatisfied with your order. Did I hear that correctly? Yes, you heard that correctly. Did I hear that correctly? Yes, you heard that correctly. God. Oh, these companies, these woke companies that are, profess to be all about the environment, all about Americans, bringing back American jobs, as Joe Biden says, bringing back America, aka Make America Great, just a different version. They don't care about that stuff. They just say these things out loud. They just want you to feel like they actually care about you. They don't care about you. So much so that's like, this story will go under the radar. Nobody really cares about 1,000 workers in India. I do. Because if they're doing it with this, they'll do it with anything else. Americans are going to have a reckoning when it comes to jobs soon. And I fear for that day, as I hear more and more people around America that are just applying for jobs that aren't necessarily hiring, but are putting on job boards pretending like they're hiring. And then they go through first interview, second interview, etc., and they still aren't hired. I know people that have applied to like hundreds of jobs, gotten interviews, gone through the rounds, and then weren't accepted. And then they said, we're hiring within or something like that. This job market isn't that good right now. And I know the government wants you to pretend like it's good, but it's not. And inflation continues to go up. And our gas petroleum reserve is gone down to 17 days, which is just crap because Joe Biden has been just easing our pressure on at the pump by using our strategic petroleum reserve, which is reserved for wartime purposes or emergencies. Well, apparently we are an emergency. I think this year is going to be crazy. I think we should buckle up because there are more statisticians out there that are happy to tell you everything is fine, while at the same time these CEOs are building out their own bunkers to live in. Why would they build out bunkers to live in far, far, far from you if everything is going great and the Biden economy is fantastic? You ask yourself that question. Have a great, wonderful day. If you don't mind dropping a like on this video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also comment if you don't mind. It helps the algorithms out. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. This is Derek Alshash.